Ooh, I have a cool new light situation. Hello, sisters, enchantresses. It is a cozy fucking day up in this piece. Whenever you see this hat, I want you to know it's cozy time. Plus, I wore these sweatpants yesterday, but they're also so super cozy. And I'm coming on with a new lipstick situation that is just like TikTok crazy. I'm embarrassed. That's why. Okay. But what I'm really coming on here to talk about is leadership. Whoa. Could I be even more weird at this moment? I have a pink light bulb, but it really kind of shows up like skin damage light bulb. Oh, Lord. I wanted to make this video last night and I didn't. I feel like doing this. So sometimes I want to hide, and this is perfect, of course. It's okay to do crazy lipstick, to feel weird, and also to be a fucking leader. Huzzah! Why is this so important? So we're coming down to the end of Fuck Your Fears, the Courage course, which is the Inner Circle program. And last night we went deep into what and who and how are we leaders. And it's such an important thing, what we did, which is sacred. So I don't want to share all the details. I kind of do, though. Is that, like I'm doing right now, it is totally okay to be a leader and to be messy and to be ugly and to be unknown and to be weird and to be like want to also hide and still be a leader. And so every Fuck Your Fears and every course and everything that I teach, including in this coven, is how to step into your leadership, how to show up even if you think you're not ready, how to show up and make an impact in the world without being so clear on what you're going to talk about. And if you think about or you know about Sia, she also shows up with her hair and her face. And so if you're a reluctant leader, if you're a leader that's like the only one in the town you grew up in that is speaking your voice, that's something to really hone in on and to work on. Because if you're being led right now by an unknown source, and what that looks like is, I don't know, you wake up, you kind of know what you want to wear, you kind of go to a job that you don't like, you kind of have someone in your life that you're not really, like, that is not being a leader. And being a leader means that you make decisions in your life with full integrity for yourself. You make choices that are based on trust. You show up in a way that's like, I believe in myself. And you don't even have to talk. What's funny about me doing this with my hat in front of my face is that I'm closing my eyes, which is interesting. You can be a leader that tries to make her lips bigger. I don't know, I was playing around. You can be a self-conscious leader, but the idea is know and own what kind of leader you are. I don't want to give it away, but I think it's so important for all of the Fuck Your Fears women. I'm going to ask. I don't know. I'll keep that a secret. But basically, everybody is a leader of the people that they lead because of who they are. So if you're the reluctant leader who doesn't want to be in charge, but you've done so much work on yourself that people look to you as a leader, then you can lead the people that don't want to be ready. Or you can lead the people that are not ready. Or if you're a musician and you're leading the musicians that would rather hide, you know, maybe someone like Sia would be in your group. Like, who are you leading? And if you're not leading anybody, how are you leading yourself? And I have to tell you, everyone who did the video Vixen, you are seen as a leader, whether you like it or not. There's 900 women in this group. Most of them are just waiting on the sidelines. And so the fact that you show up and you take initiative and you do it, that means you're a leader, whether you like it or not. So maybe you're the reluctant leader. If you do it and you start early, like Connie, and you take charge of it and you do it every time and you add your own things to it, you're like the rebellious leader, you know? And it's not that I want to give everybody titles, but it's really good to know how you lead. Do you lead with pleasure? Do you lead with suffering? Do you lead with perfectionism? You know, are you leading transformation? Are you leading, you know, like to-do lists? Are you leading from a teaching place? I like to lead from a learning place. And what I do and what I'm going to be doing, what the plan is to do in Quick and Dirty, is to give you space to connect to your even bigger leadership, to your even better, more refined, more energetically aligned leadership, so that you're not overwhelmed. So on Wednesday, you could like take out the blankets, read your new book, make some art, tool around, so your life is easier. So I'm not teaching this is the way to do it, but more so co-creating with you, how do you want your life to look so it feels more fun than you can even imagine. Now, the tricky part is the more that you can imagine is the unknown. So there's a lot of trust. That's where the gap is, right? So you want a certain way of living. You want certain things, whether it's kids and a husband or a business. You want your art to be out there. And how do you make those things happen even easier than you can imagine? And if you've never done it before, it's one of those places where you could be like, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Or you can fall into old habits of like pushing and pushing and pushing and making it hard. Yeah, so that's what I'm really focusing on these days and really just getting excited about is I love working with leaders, and it's okay to be like, I don't know what I'm leading yet, but that little whisper, that little desire that's like, I want to lead my life so it's more suited for me, so I don't feel exhausted at the end of the night, so I don't feel lonely, so I feel like I have places to show up, and so I can set boundaries with people and it doesn't feel like you're fighting for it. Also in relationships, this is a great place to find your leadership skills, because if you're desperately wanting something or wanting a relationship so bad, what happens if you don't speak up in your feminine, in your divine feminine way? Two things. One is you get aggressive and assertive, and it just and you take the masculinity out of it, whether it's a man or a woman, or you just get wishy-washy and you go along with someone else's shit, and then eventually you get pissed off. And so there's so many ways that we have been taught to wait till it's so like far along and then speak it, or like if you speak something, it'll ruin things. Or even worse, you just stay in something in your head, even if it's over, and you just keep manipulating it. And that kind of anxious attachment or avoidant is like a result. They're just results. But the antidote for it is leadership. My word for 2022 is sure. So how can you be sure of your choices, your decisions? It takes training, and it takes skills, and it takes learning, and it takes, a laboratory of women to experiment and to hear yourself out loud, and mostly to be witnessed. So yeah, I'm speaking to the benefits of joining Fuck Your Fears, the not the Courage Course, the Quick and Dirty. And it's one of these things that, like, if you're feeling called, now is the time. In 2022, it might as well be like December fucking 35th at this point, unless you're doing things differently. How do you get things, different results? You got to do something different. So I'm super excited. The bonuses are good till January 8th, which is coming up really soon, 3 more days. And believe me, it's totally worth it, even if you don't get the bonuses. Either way, it's up to you. There's 2 payment plans, pay in full or pay in 2. Anyway, I'm super excited to get it started. We're bringing our Fuck Your Fears, the Courage course, to a close. And the women are fucking amazing, as you know already. You've seen them. So that's it. That's all I want to say for now. I'll be back at some point, maybe tonight or tomorrow. And I want to hear about your leadership. What kind of leader are you? Who do you want to lead? And it could be yourself, or it could be other people. But especially if you have a business or an art, who are you looking to attract? Who are you looking to lead, inspire, motivate? If you don't know that, then you're just like shooting off energy into the dark. So that's it. I'm going to close for right now. I'd love to hear any feedback or any musings or ponderings or ramblings about this. I think I'm going to go to the crystal store and have some fun there. And all right, see you all soon. Ciao for now.